Okay, first of all, we're supposed to tell you that you guys are being filmed and we will use this in class. It's not gonna leave our FYS classroom. That was our disclaimer that we were told to tell you. So today you guys are gonna be watching music videos and we're gonna be talking about stereotypes, racial stereotypes, stereotypes about disability, things like that. So we're gonna start with an activity. If you guys wanna get your phones out. It's gonna take you to a Mentimeter. Has anyone done that? Do you guys know what that is?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a prompt, and then you're gonna type in words that come to mind when I think of that.
Everything
Okay,
you say
so
specifically.
when I give you the prompt of a teacher, give me words that describe what the person looks like, how the person acts. When you think of a teacher, what do you think of? Okay, did everyone send in words?
Yes.
Perfect. So, as you can see, some of the things that are coming up that are more common are women. So that would be an example of a stereotype that most teachers are women. Another one that multiple of you guys said was white, and that would be another stereotype that most teachers are white, which is unfortunately true. Off of that activity, we have some questions for you guys. So if you want to discuss just with each other, you guys can all just talk to each other about some of these questions. So start with, what is a stereotype? Okay, does one person want to share what you guys kind of talked about?
We just said like a stereotype is like a stereotype of something, like an assumption, and like kind of like just assumption based off like an activity someone does or their race or gender, just kind of stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to?
Does anyone else want to share?
Yeah, anyone else?
I'm not afraid to sing to people.
Do you want me to share?
If you want.
I said it was like an unfair preconception, like of somebody or something. No, I didn't.
So,
2 seconds.
the next part is the part that you guys are like not necessarily here for, but what I said. So
Yeah,
we're
what
gonna be
we told
watching
you guys.
some music videos. We're gonna be watching 3, but I have 6 options. So these are the options. This is America, Judas, Anaconda, Blurred Lines, All About That Bass.
Which one of those
Anaconda,
actually listen
whoa.
to?
Watching that, now we have discussion questions that you guys can talk about, so I'm just gonna read all of them. How is gender represented in this video? Are any gender stereotypes reinforced or interrupted? How is race represented? Are any racial stereotypes reinforced or interrupted? How is class represented? Are any class stereotypes reinforced or interrupted? How is sexuality, disability, body image represented in these videos? Are any stereotypes reinforced or interrupted?
So gender representation of chicken ass and
I'll say that there's gender. You don't have to just like all of them. So
Christine, what were you and Brooke talking about?
Brooke and I kind of had different opinions. There were only females represented, and that also impacts sexuality and kind of exploiting female bodies. But some women might feel empowered by that, whereas it could be, I don't know, we only see like female sex symbols.
Allie?
I felt like there was a lack of male representation.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Personally, I found the lack
Alec
of
Johnson,
female
everyone.
representation empowering because it was showing that women don't need men like behind they don't have to do things specifically for attention. It was simply for themselves because they invent themselves.
So we're going back to the same discussion questions that we just talked about. So just how are gender, race, class, sexuality, disability, and body image represented? Are stereotypes about these reinforced or interrupted?
Can we get one person to share what you guys are talking about?
Alan and I were saying some good stuff, I feel like.
Oh, thanks. We were just talking about like the male gaze and how we thought the song was. Oh, thanks. It's a lot about how like women are like perfect, but like they're only perfect under the male gaze. And then we also talked about how like they singled out like skinny girls. And we thought that was interesting.
Like we were saying, they maybe weren't as accepting to all body types, like people who are skinny. Because they were saying like to like walk away if you want a skinny woman, and to only like look for a girl that has like a bigger butt. Yeah. Like it's all about that base.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you want This Is America by Childish Gambino.
Put your hand
Done, one second.
Then we're going to go back to the same discussion questions one more time. So if you want to go ahead and start discussing.
How is gender represented? I thought it was interesting, like doing body movements, like I'm cool here, because I how did race was very
So the one I was answering was about how like sexuality and gender were represented. Thank you. So we noticed how like in the background like the girls were wearing like school uniforms and like completely fully clothed, whereas like traditionally like young black women are portrayed in the media as like over sexualized. So they kind of switched those roles by instead having the men wear like more revealing outfits, which I thought was interesting.
There's like the stereotype of America and the guy and the guy getting shot, kind of like in the video, kind of like stereotypical of like trying to save America. I thought that was pretty interesting, and yeah.
Get your phones out again. We have a few reflection questions. Please answer them so that your ability and